Once you figure out what your child wants and what they need from their work, their goals, basically another word for their goals. And once you've identified jobs that can meet
those things,
those goals, meet those requirements, and then you go through this legal requirement breakdown and you've answered yes to both of these questions, that is the scenario. That is the situation in where you then go buy a college degree.
Yes, because there is, as we discussed at the beginning of this podcast, no other route. The only pathway, the only door you can walk through is on a college campus. That's it. That's all you can do.
Exactly. And then you can obviously do it the cheapest way possible or the best way possible, whatever. There's, a million other.
Now there's more options.
Right. The sprawling different options after that. But at least you know that that's what you're going to do.
Because you must.
Exactly.
To get what you were trying to get.
But if you answer no to either of those questions, does it legally require a license to do? No. Okay. Well, then perfect.
Okay.
Then yes, it does. Does it legally require a degree? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, there's another way to do it.
Yes. And it's very likely that other people have done it. And that's how you know.
Yeah. And the thing is like you might come to the realization after you realize, does it legally require a license for you to do it? Yes. Does it legally require a degree? No. But it might be that getting a degree might be faster, cheaper, quicker to do that.
If that is a thing, it's usually faster would be the thing. And we just talked about this. When you're getting education, you are paying with money or you're paying with time. So if you end up needing a degree in order to get a specific license, then it may be faster for you to go through a college. That said, it may be so expensive that you cannot afford to do so. And so you must pay with time and work your way up.
Paying with money or paying with time is a pretty universal thing regardless. Like, I mean, if you just think about it.
It's kind of like this book, actually. You're going to pay in time. It's going to take you 100 hours to get through this book.
Really just thinking that. It is very, very similar to this book or the Degree Free Launch Program.
Yeah.
Right. So like whatever we decide to call this book, you can get this book.
The nameless book.
Yeah, the nameless book, degreefree.co/other options. This pretty much is going to give you the toolkit to DIY this thing.
Yes, which is what we were trying to do.
And you're not going to pay with money. I mean, okay, yeah, whatever you're going to pay us for it, $39 right now. And okay, let's call it $100. $100 is like pretty much maximum that we're going to sell this thing for, $100, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to the value that it brings. But you're going to pay with your time.
This is going to take a very long time to work through.
At $100, this is the most expensive book you've ever bought.
Yeah. It's not even going to be $100. It's still the most expensive book you ever bought.
It's still the most expensive book that you've ever bought.
But again, I can't stress this enough.
I wanted to tie a knot real quick on that. So you're paying with your time if you buy this book. If you want to pay with your money, well, then you join the Degree Free Launch Program.
The same thing with this choice that you have in front of him too.
Exactly. So the college, going the college route, exactly what you said. I thank you for correcting me on that because you go to college because it might be faster, but it probably won't be cheaper.
It's very unlikely that it will be.
Right.
Yeah.
Very unlikely that it will be cheaper. I mean, it could be.
I have not seen an instance of it yet. I've not seen an instance. I've definitely seen faster. I have not seen cheaper.
Thank you for correcting me on that. I can't wait to be corrected on that.
Yes. And I'm sure we will be.
Yeah, I can't wait to be corrected on that.
But yeah, folks, we just as a side note, I think we're probably almost done here, but I really am so excited to get this book to people. Y'all, Ryan and I have been working so hard on this. It's really cool going through it and just picturing the people who are going to sit down at their kitchen table and do this and change the entire course of their young adult's life with this, being equipped with this information. Like, I almost want to cry. I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this. And we just poured our time and our heart and souls into this, making this for you folks. So super, super excited about it.
It doesn't really matter how much time and heart and soul that we poured into it, though. Like, it really doesn't matter at all.
All that matters is what they do with it.
All that matters is that we think that this is going to help a lot of people. I mean, we could have worked 2 seconds on this. As long as it helps a lot of people, it doesn't matter.
You're right.
It doesn't matter how much hard work we put into this thing. It's just, I think that this is going to be super useful.
Yeah, I know it is.
I think this is going to be super useful. And I'm very proud, or how's not the right word, but yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
No. For a lack of a better word, like, I'll just say proud. I'm very happy that we are getting something affordable just in general.
To everybody.
At the launch price, whatever full price this is, let's call it $100.
Sure. Because it won't be more than that ever.
At $100, everyone can scrape together $100.
To avoid the average student debt? Yeah, I think so.
For the value that this brings, everybody can scrape together $100. Absolutely. And the thing is like, one of the questions that I've been asked is like, well, why don't you guys just give it this way for free?
Because we have to print it and ship it, pack it.
That's the technical reason.
It's also true.
Sure. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're printing it, we're packing it, we're doing all this thing. I mean, we don't run a nonprofit, we're a business. But really, the thing is, if you don't buy this, you're not going to do it.
We have tried, and this is such a bummer. It's the way everybody is. It's the way we are too. When people are given things for free, they do not value them. And that is the great sadness of the human condition. But it is true. We have tried. People don't care about things they get for free because they don't have skin in the game.
We've been doing this entrepreneur thing for 7-8 years now.
And we want people to use this. If they don't use it, it's not going to help.
We have given away a lot of time and effort, material, products, services, you name it. It's not just necessarily in this business, but in other businesses that we've done as well. And sure enough, whenever we give something away, it is never as effective as the people who pay for it.
Yeah, that's why we believe in business.
Because literally, how many times have you or I helped people in our own personal lives, like people that are close to us, people that literally don't listen to this podcast, not just families, friends that don't listen to this podcast, that have our personal phone numbers. How many people have we helped do what we do right now? Like the career thing. Like I've talked about this before on this podcast, where it's like, I'm kind of the careers guy. Like people come to me for questions and they don't execute on those things. I'm giving them the same advice that somebody else paid thousands of dollars for. And I literally tell that to their face. I'm saying, look, there are people that pay thousands of dollars for this service that I am giving to you for free. Please, please, please do what I'm saying. Please know how fortunate you are. And then I do it, and then they don't do anything. And it's because they don't value it, because it's free.
Such a bummer, because there have been people over the years, friends of mine who I love very dearly, who will ask for help, and then I will bend over backwards. I'll do exactly what I do for everybody else. I give them that thing, and then a year later, they're asking me the same question. They didn't even bother to go look at what I already gave them. It just makes me so sad. I wish people would.
In stark comparison, there are people that we've helped in prior things that we've done, but in the degree-free launch programs, there are people that you give them the custom career roadmap at the end and they are off and running.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah. Check, check, check. A couple weeks later, boom, done.
Yep.
You know, it's like, wow, that's crazy.
I just got off the phone with someone in our launch program just now and is doing exactly what you just said.
Because they've invested the money, they are in.
Yeah.
They are fully bought in, literally with their money and then with their time.
And they get amazing results from that.
Yeah. That is that. I am really, really looking forward to this coming out. I really look forward to hearing your thoughts on what jobs legally require college degrees. Once again, I want to know the name, the exact job title, and if it's in a specific state, the exact state, if it's in a specific county, the specific county. Give me all of the information in this YouTube comment or in this Spotify comment. Give me everything that I need to track this job down, to fact check,
verify
what it is that you're saying, that this is legally required, that if the government or whatever, somebody found out that somebody else, a degree-free person is working in that job,
there would be a lawsuit.
Yeah, it would be absolute trouble because they are legally bound for that. That's pretty much it, I think. What do you think about this episode?
I feel like it was pretty solid.
Yeah, I think this episode was pretty good.
And then we'll see. We're just going to roll the dice to see if I show up next week.
I felt pretty good. I hope people like this. We'll see what people say about it. But yeah, until next week, guys. Aloha.